Hi everybody. So I'm making a video today based off of a comment from David Weinberg. He commented on a video and asking, seems like you like to practice unaccompanied without backing tracks. And he asked if I could elaborate on my reasoning why I do that. So thank you, David, for the comment. Really appreciate it. I have used backing tracks over the years. You know, people my age grew up on Jamie Aebersold. And actually, when I grew up, they were albums that you had to put on the record player. And then, you know, turned into CDs, and I got a big collection of Jamie Aebersold CDs. And now you can get backing tracks online and listen online, or iRealBook or whatever that all that other stuff is. So I've used a lot of that over the years. And then, of course, I have used a metronome a lot. But specifically, the question is me playing unaccompanied, because in a lot of these videos, I don't play with backing tracks and I don't use a metronome either in the videos, which I need to get back to because I'm noticing some stuff. But let me give you the reason, and it's not going to be a long video, and I'll give you a little example too. For me, a couple of reasons why I want to play unaccompanied. Unaccompanied saxophone for me, most importantly, is I need to know that I can dictate the rhythm and the time and maintain it without some outside source. I need to be the one responsible for it. So the stronger my time is by myself, the stronger it's going to be when I go and play with a group of people. Now, there is a good and bad to that. I'm feeling time a certain way by myself, and then when I go to a group, if I feel like people aren't feeling it the same way, like maybe they're feeling it a little behind the beat as opposed to on the beat, it's going to take me a little bit to adjust. But the stronger my time is by myself, the stronger it's going to be in a group. And quite honestly, the more fun it's going to be for everybody involved, because we all like to play in groups where people have great time. It feels good. And my time is not great, by the way. It's continually a work in progress. And this is what I was saying with the metronome. I need to get back to the metronome. So being accountable for my own rhythm, that's number one. Number two, being accountable for the harmony, knowing the harmony of the tunes, so that I'm not just skating by like, okay, I know part of the tune, this part I'm not really sure, so I'll just kind of hang out, rhythm section can play it, and then it never really gives me an onus to go and figure it out, like a little harmonic section. Because again, I'm just relying on the backing track. So knowing harmony. So point number one, being accountable for my own rhythm. Number two, being accountable for my own harmony. And then number three, I play unaccompanied a lot, and you all have heard it. I play unaccompanied and video that a lot because I need to listen to myself to hear if I'm actually being accountable for my own rhythm. How is that going? And number two, am I right with my harmony? So like I use the video unaccompanied as a great check for myself. So with all that in mind, I've been working on, you know, But Not For Me, that tune, But Not For Me. So let me give you some examples on this one. So here's But Not For Me, and I'm doing it in concert E flat. So that's the A section. So now what I'll do is I'll listen back to that and see, all right, how was my time on those little breaks? Ba, 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 da. That part right there, after I do the melody, when I come back in, am I still in time? Am I feeling time through the whole thing? And now, so that's rhythm, time. That's the main reason why I'm playing unaccompanied. And then number two would be the harmony. So as I go to blow on this, as I blow a solo on this, am I able to outline the harmony? Am I playing the right stuff? So, by the way, this But Not For Me, starts on a secondary dominant, a 2 dominant chord, which I'm going to be making a video about soon, hopefully this week. But here you go. Okay, so just that much of the tune. You know, am I outlining the harmony? Am I 2 dominant to 5 dominant to 1 and to 6, and I put a 6 dominant in there, and then eventually it goes 2-5 to 4, and then 4 minor. Am I able to outline all of that and do it in time? So that's really the ideas. And then with playing unaccompanied, and then I'll listen back to the video as a check-in on myself. Now, you know as well as I do, I'm probably not going to put stuff up on YouTube where I sound like bad. People just don't do that. There's a lot of these videos that I have in my phone that they're checks for myself that I'm like, oh man, I need work. And I would never post something like that. The purpose of the videos for me is I am self-critiquing and seeing where I am, because what happens in real time is not necessarily what happens, it is not necessarily what I'm thinking is happening. So I need to go back and listen, watch, listen, and hear myself so that I can make real, unbiased judgments as to what I need to work on. But that's really why I play unaccompanied. Rhythm, making sure that I'm the one dictating the rhythm and I'm not getting fooled by a backing track into thinking that I might have good time when in fact it's the backing track that has good time. And also, do I really know the harmony well enough that I could play unaccompanied, you know, and outline the changes and stay in time while I'm playing on the changes? And by the way, this is not just an exercise for me. I've actually done this for cocktail hours over the years, you know, on like a wedding gig. The piano player had to, we didn't have multiple keyboards, and the piano player had to pack up and move into the other room, and there's still like 15 minutes left. Well, what do you do? Well, I played unaccompanied saxophone, which, by the way, it's a really good exercise to see where you are. But yeah, so it's, you know, really great skill to be able to do, but very practical. Okay, I hope this helps. Happy practicing.